release alert, and apparently this fragrance is the secret recipe to temptation. Mes Bisous' latest release of Crumble Me Softly just touched down. I requested this from Max Aroma because I have the entire collection of the fragrance brand, and to be truly transparent, I've really loved what Mes Bisous has been doing in the indie niche space. All their fragrances are super nice, extraordinarily wearable, they have a lot of unisex quality, and they're all catered around sexuality. Clearly. So let's roll my fucking music so we can tap into the new Crumble Me Softly and see if they dropped another banger. But look at the cool book. I mean, collect them all. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝗙𝗏𝗙𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 how they do the presentations of these fragrances. Some of the best presentations that are out there. Like you have 𝗪𝗀𝗡 fragrances that are super fancy, beautiful presentations, Kilian joints, but who else is doing like a book with actual stitching on it? Like I throw away every box, and honestly, these are the only ones that I keep because it looks like a little fucking library, even though it's taking up an entire shelf space. Now I don't know where to put this one, but they look dope. Now let's open up this puppy up so you can get the full presentation view. They always have a little quote on the inside, and this one says, "Let your seduction story begin." Yes, queen. But here's what the fragrance looks like. It looks like kind of like a little chocolatey or milk chocolatey color tone. Fucking cool bottle, honestly. Their presentations always look dope, and they present really nicely on the shelf. Let's tap into the notes. All right, so according to Fragrantica, the fragrance opens up with chocolate, caramel, and cookie, followed by saffron, nutmeg, and lavender. Then at the base, we got patchouli, amber, oud, cypriol oil, and moss. I have high hopes. I have Mes Bisous on a pedestal. Like, I've hyped a lot of their fragrances. They're really fucking good. And the reaction that I've got from people that have followed my hype or my taste have all agreed the same shit. So this is gonna be hopefully something that's good, sexy, unisex, and gives me a little bit of that gourmandy energy or gourmandy hype that is all across perfumery right now. So at the end of the day, let's see if you can crumble me softly, which sounds like a fat Lauryn Hill song. Let's go. Gourmand lovers unite. Holy shit. The first blast is a double stuffed chocolate chip dipped into a cold glass of milk, but the oud sneaks up in an unusual way that I don't know if I love. All right, I'm gonna give you the analogy of all analogies of what's going through my entire torso in smelling this fragrance. The reality is it smells like a freshly baked warm chocolate cookie that I cracked open and I dunked it in the whole milk. The problem is that I took a shot of the whole milk prior, forgetting that I'm lactose intolerant, and almost shit my pants or blew an epic fart.
Wait, how you know that? Well, what the f?
So that's kind of what the oud is doing to this fragrance. Amazing chocolatey cookie smell, warm, fresh out of the oven. If you don't bake cookies, Entenmann's, but like official tissue. Dumped it in the milk and farted a little bit. That's kind of what the oud did to this shit. I feel like the oud kind of just swerved it a little bit too aggressively. I wasn't prepared for it. It's weird. It has good edible gourmand qualities, but it's also a bit on the confusing side on the test strip. I'm definitely gonna have to go on skin. Here's what I'm picking up. Freshly baked chocolate cookies, milkiness, a little bit of a caramel drizzle on that cookie. So we're talking about like gourmet crumble cookies. But then you got a little bit of a farty woodiness coming from oud. There's some density, and then that cypriol, that oily green oil of oregano energy is popping up like in little spurts, which is throwing off the whole gourmandy experience. It's kind of polarizing, like, oh, I'm taking you into a gourmand journey, but wait, bitch, I'm taking you to funky oud with greenness. Like, where are we going with this? It's gonna have to go on skin. It's consistently changing, but that threw me off. I loved the opening instantly. Loved the opening instantly, and then it just went, here's the oud, take that. And the oud smells oudy. The oud is battling with the caramel, right? So you still have a little bit of a funky essence, and then you got sweetness on top of it. It's like trying to spray perfume on dog shit. Fucking oud, when it's good oud, doesn't smell the best, and it's not for everybody. That's the thing. But in the air, it's kind of working, but if I smell it up close, it's probably not gonna be my taste. I'm letting it dry down right now. I'm getting cookie, caramel drizzle, oud, cypriol oil, and milky kind of tones. Okay. All right. Let the skin do its job. The oud is not as present on skin as it was in the air or on the test strip, but there is a uniqueness on this fragrance. This shit is gonna throw you for a mental loop. I'm getting cookie, chocolate, cypriol oil, a little bit of this dusting of nutmeg, which is still coming from that.
What the hell is even that?
I got like a wild nose itch, which is probably coming from the baking of the cookie. I feel like I just did a line of something. Why is my nose so itchy? But the base notes are really creeping up very quickly. So I'm getting patchouli, I'm getting amber, I'm getting oud, I'm getting cypriol oil. Here's the cookie essence, and it's sitting right here. Too close for comfort. I wanted it to have a little bit more of space in between. This is one of the craziest fucking cookie fragrances I've ever smelled. I'm 60-40 like versus confused. I don't dislike the fragrance, it's just fucking confusing. I'm gonna let it fully dry down, see what it finally, cause it's constantly changing. It's a whole fucking roller coaster. It's that heart monitor that they hook you up with cause your cholesterol is too high and you had like a little bit of an OD situation. I'm gonna let it fully dry down, come back to you and let you know what I think of the fragrance. All right, we're back. Full disclosure, I had lunch the whole 9. I truly let this fragrance sit on my skin to see what kind of change, if any, has happened to the glorious Crumble Me Softly. It was unusual at the beginning, but let's see how it's dried down. There has been sillage all over me, but let me give you my impressions. So there's a lot of shit that was going on from that opening to that midsection, but here's where we're at on the dry down. The fragrance is cypriol, lavender, nutmeg, the cookie essence reduced a little bit, almost smelling like dark chocolate bitter nubs. The oud has reduced substantially, which is a beautiful thing. And it just feels a little bit more spicy, mild chocolatey, no true caramel off of the skin. Woody, clean, very wearable with a little bit of a gourmandy twist. So out of all the Mes Bisous fragrances, this is probably the most challenging as far as the journey that it takes you on. It's very different. I can't say that this smells like anything else in my collection or that I've smelled personally. This took me on a nasal journey of confusion, hunger, depression, and revitalization. I need therapy.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, the new Mes Bisous Crumble Me Softly, I'd have to give this a 7.1. I would put it in the Mes Bisous lineup. What position would this take for me? Top 5. In the top 5 ones. Keeping in mind there's only 8 fragrances in the lineup that I have. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. I'll put a link in the description if these sound anything interesting to you. I don't know if they have samples available, but what do you think of the crazy notes? But sometimes you gotta roll the dice with your own goddamn money. I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
Fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you